many words are there. If I talk about like dengue, still I call it dengue because if you call it dengue, people in village they would
Yeah,
look at your face like, which disease is this? Dengue? It's dengue, man. They will tell you like you are
yeah,
not right. I'm right because it's dengue, not dengue.
yeah.
That's
They
how it
go
is.
with the literal terms. They go with the literal alphabets that are used in the words. But yes, it's dengue. It's not dengue. And again, guess it goes back to our first language. They are used to pronouncing the words
Mm,
as they are written. So yeah, that
mm.
is the difference. So hello there. How have you been?
Yes, hi, good evening. I'm doing well, and thanks for asking. How about you?
I am doing great as well. And it has been a long time.
Yes. So, how about you? How are things with you, and how was your festival so far? Did you celebrate Diwali?
Yes, I did celebrate Diwali, and it was an eventful festival, I guess. It was fun. How was yours?
Yeah, same here. It was really nice. I stayed at my home for like around 10 or 12 days. So it was really nice. And my niece was there, and she's 9 months old. So I enjoyed my festival with her. It was really fantastic playing with her throughout the day. So it was really nice being there.
Yeah, playing with small kids, it's always fun. So yes, I know I love kids as well. So yes, I reflect with you.
So where did you celebrate your festival? Like at home or just did you go back to your hometown?
Yes, I did go back to my hometown. I celebrated it with my family, and I was only there for a week, and it literally felt too small. It wasn't really like I wanted to stay with my family more, obviously, but then I had to come back to my hectic schedule, and it wasn't fun. That part wasn't fun.
Yeah, that is really difficult for everyone when you have to come back, and it takes a long time, even though I am just, trying my level best to come back on track.
Yeah,
Still, just, thinking about those things, even though just I'm not keeping well, like weather has changed.
yeah.
Here in my place, I'm in Kanpur, so I'm suffering from cough and cold. But I think it's been first a session with the Clapingo after Diwali. I didn't do any session due to that. First, I was at home. Second, when I came back, like it's been 3 or 4 days, but I'm not keeping well. So, but today I
Yeah.
thought like I shouldn't waste a lot of time. I should go for it. So, yeah.
I hope you get well soon and take care of yourself. The
Thank
weather
you.
is changing, and of course, everybody is getting sick, so take care of yourself.
Thank you. So, just
Yeah.
today we are here. I think you must be aware of the topic. We want to talk about the pronunciation of such words. I
Yeah.
wanted to bring just words which Indian speakers they make a lot of
Yeah.
mistakes pronouncing them, even though I do so. So I want you to assist me in those words. So it would be really helpful for me because I make a lot of mistakes while pronouncing those words.
Yeah. All right. So I have a list with me already. Right. So the
Mhm.
first word in it, it's Wednesday. Right. It's a day of the
Right.
week. And most people pronounce it as Wednesday, which is actually wrong because the D is supposed to be silent and it's supposed to be Wednesday. So it's supposed to
Uh-huh.
be in one flow. Right.
Yeah, actually, yes, you are absolutely right. People make a lot of mistakes with the syllables, right? I
Yeah.
make it like Day,
Day.
right?
Yeah.
So, like, but it is Wednesday, like two
Yeah.
syllables are there. So rather than just making it because basically what we do, we try to pronounce the words according to our first language. For me, it
Yes.
is Hindi. So D means da. So we would say
Hmm.
wed, right? And NES means nurse. So Wednesday. But in English, it's like Wednesday, right?
Wednesday. Yeah.
So that is very important to know that the way it is written, it is not pronounced. I remember that I was teaching one of my students. So he didn't hear English, even though he's in 10th standard. So I told him like but. So next word which just he was reading, that was PUT, and now he was confused. Either like
Yeah.
he was saying but, then put but. Absolutely, he
Yeah.
was absolutely right on his place, but I didn't have a lot of, I would say, evidence to tell him that why
That's
but
put.
is but and put just put.
Yeah.
So it is like but if it is but, right? So that is there in English. It's very difficult to identify where you have to change the way they are pronounced, right?
Yeah.
Do you feel the same?
Yeah, I do feel the same. I think like my first language is Hindi as well. And Hindi
Hmm.
is a very literal language. What it's written, that's the same thing you pronounce. So I mean
Hmm.
there are a few words which are really difficult to pronounce, but it's actually literal. What is written, you have to
Hmm.
pronounce exactly
Hmm.
that. But English is a vast language, first of all. It has so many variations to it. Then again, it's a really intricate language. And like you gave the example of but and put, there are so many others like but
Hmm.
and put. Then there is also hut. So but and
Hmm.
hut are pronouncing the same thing, but
The
why
same.
is put the
Hmm.
different in a different pronunciation? So yes, that does happen, and there are so many words which we pronounce, like we pronounce them literally how it's written, but that
Hmm.
is not the case, and then sometimes we make a
Yes,
fool out of ourselves.
yeah, and second thing is that English has borrowed a lot of words from
Yeah,
other languages. So that is also one of the problems. So that's why they have the different ways to pronounce it. Like they have taken some words from Hindi as well, like palquin. They didn't have that
yeah.
palki word in their English, but when they came to India, they see think like then they just took that word like palquin,
Hmm.
something like that. So that is there. So another thing, as you were saying, the way we read, actually, the why I used to do that because I would write correctly
Hmm.
in my exams. If I would write, like, suppose if I have to read tsunami, I would write Sunami. Rather, I would go for T tsunami. So
Yeah.
when it would come in the exam, I would write it correctly, so I would get my like marks. So Tsunami. Otherwise, I would write the way I am pronouncing. So
Hmm.
that is there. So it's way we speak that is completely different from the way it is written. Right?
Yeah. And yes, as you said, I want to add on to it that English is an accumulation of so many languages.
Mm-hmm.
Now, as you gave the example of Palki, there is also karma. It
Mm.
is in Hindi,
Yes.
it's karma, but they have added
Mm-hmm.
a to it and they have made it karma. So yes, there are so
Yeah,
many
it's
words.
like in religious things, it's always there. They don't
Yeah,
say Ram, they say like Rama,
Rama.
Krishna,
Yeah,
and Dharma. Like we say Dharm, it is Dharma, Dharma,
yeah.
Karma. They just add a to it. Many words are there, so that
Hmm.
is there. But it's good. It's fine. Like whatever
Yeah.
they want to do, they can do with their language. So
All right, so we can go move on to other words.
yeah.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so another one that's here, it's pizza. It's not pizza
Mm.
though. Like it's pizza, right? Even though there is no T in the word itself, but we
Mm-hmm.
pronounce it as it. We say it as pizza. So
Yeah.
there it is.
Yeah,
And
for
then
me it is really difficult. Even though
yeah,
I'm not a big fan of pizza first, I would say.
yeah,
So many people who order it, for them it is really useful. They should learn it
yeah.
because all the time they are using it and they learn as well because they
Hmm.
hear from the people when they order, they learn. But when it comes to me, rarely I use this word. Actually, I don't go for it. I didn't go for pizza many times. So how should I go for it? Like it's pizza or like how's that?
It's pizza. So
Pizza. Okay.
yeah, we are focusing on the former syllable of it, bit, and then the other part
Hmm.
is a bit, I would say, bland. I don't know
Hmm.
how else to say it, but yes, it goes
Hmm.
like pizza.
Pizza. Okay.
Yeah,
Hmm. Okay. So the next word we can move on. That is,
coupon. Now people
yeah,
usually
generally we call
mispronounce
it
it.
yes,
Yeah,
I was brought up saying like coupon, like
yeah.
always like coupon because I remember we used to go and buy a small, actually, the piece of coupon it was, and we used to scratch. We would get the number. That's how we would do recharge in our phones.
Yeah.
Because past, I don't know you know or not, but it used to happen in that way. I would go to the shop, I would buy the 10 rupees talk time or whatever it is, and then you have to scratch whatever the number you get. You have to enter in your phone with some code, and then you'll get the 10 rupees in your just
Yeah.
phone. That's how it worked in the past, but now it's completely online, so you don't have to go through it. So always I used to call it coupon, but I heard like it's coupon or something like that. How do you pronounce it?
It's actually coupon. The
It's coupon.
mispronunciation is coupon.
Oh, okay. But
Yeah.
yeah, but sometimes I heard some good speakers using, or maybe like it's the way they say it, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Sometimes the speakers are like they know this is wrong, but they make it their own style. That no, I'm going to say coupon. It's fine.
It's mostly, I think, the difference in the accent, but in
Hmm.
the Indian accent itself, right? It's we say it as coupon, because that is how it is pronounced, like in the Indian English. But yes, again, there are so many variations to English. There are so many accents,
Hmm.
and that is when it comes to coupon. They use it as PAWN, the end part,
Yes.
right?
Hmm.
Coupon, but it's actually just PON, pun, coupon. A simple thing.
Coupon. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's very
So you have
simple.
been
Means it was.
pronouncing it right. Yeah. We just read it as
Yeah,
it's.
maybe according to Indian standards,
Yeah.
I was right. But I heard some speakers
Yeah.
saying this in the style like pawn. Yeah. Oh, okay. Then it was correct. So next word we can move on. That is like we call it a vegetable. Basically, I used to call it in the past vegetable, vegetable, mainly like
Yeah.
veggie table. That's how I used to say. Like how
But
do
it's
you
actually
pronounce it?
vegetable. It is not supposed to be
Vegetable,
a whole table. It's supposed to be table. So it's vegetable.
vegetable, like
Yeah.
pasta, and it is not veggie,
No.
right? The
It's just
way,
veg. It's vegetable. The E is silent, and then the A part in
yes,
the table, it's silent.
yeah,
It's vegetable.
yeah. But I used to always
Yeah.
emphasis that I e into just e. Like maybe
Yeah.
it goes into Hindi again, right? When you use I and E, it is means Rita, Rita. So Rita means Rita, right? So VAGE, suppose like double E, either you can use it or you can use it I, right? So E
Yeah.
is there, so we think like veggie table, right? But it is veg, like
Vegetable.
veg, yeah, veg
Yeah.
food. So vegetable, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
table also it's really straight for us. I was always saying like table, very flat. Table,
Yeah. But it's actually tibble. We are not pronouncing the A
table.
word. We mostly in English, like in these pronunciations, we are going really fast rather than focusing on the whole term. Right. So,
Yes, they have some key terms. Like in few syllables, you have to put emphasis, like emphasize on
hmm.
them, and then you have to take it faster or something like that. But what happens with we people? We give the same proportion to every single part of the word, right?
Yeah,
We
exactly.
don't want to do injustice to them.
Right. Oh, absolutely. Like, there's the next word is really similar to the same thing. Like it's breakfast, but we pronounce it as breakfast.
Yeah, it
Right? We
was always
pronounce the
fast for
whole
me.
thing. Yeah, but it's supposed to be breakfast.
Breakfast,
In
yes,
English,
but
I
always
think,
it
like in
was
pronouncing,
breakfast.
yeah, like when you're
Mhm.
pronouncing it, I think you're just rushing with the
Yeah,
pronunciations. Yeah. So
it
it's,
is. It is always like when I have a friend from Scotland, so he always like teach me that you have to go faster. He
hmm,
tells me that in most of the words, first like whatever he tells me, like one syllable you have to emphasize, and then you have to go quicker. You don't have to.
yeah,
But what is our habit to put focus on every single part of the word and just give the same proportion to it. So it is like break, we would say break and fast. We would
yeah,
not say breakfast, breakfast.
yeah.
So we don't rush to it. We take it very slowly. As Indians, nature is also like if
Oh,
you go to some cities like Banaras or any city of
yeah.
the a beautiful city of the country, you would see people like really calm. I don't, I'm not talking about the Mumbai or Delhi, but if you go to these cities like Banaras, you would see people are really cool-headed. Same
Yeah.
like the way we just speak the language, it reflects in our just personality.
We are really mindful of giving our focus to each and every syllable rather than
Yeah,
rushing.
yeah,
Uh, and I think this is the key of pronouncing words right. For example, the next word we have is comfortable, but people pronounce it in the whole way comfortable. But no, we are again
yes,
rushing. Comfortable.
yes. Comfortable. Yeah, they have three syllables, but I used to make it four always. Come
Yeah.
for table.
Well,
I used to
yeah.
say like it. Comfortable. 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 Something like that.
Yeah.
But when I started my journey, I started listening to Sadhguru. From there, I picked it up. Like it's not comfortable, it's comfortable.
Comfortable.
Or
Yeah.
I started listening to Jay Shetty as well. So from there also I learned. It's English language is more about listening attentively, listen to the speakers as much as you can, pay attention to
Yeah.
them, and try to make changes in a way you are pronouncing those words.
Absolutely.
Okay,
All right.
that is comfortable. Okay. And then
Yeah.
another beautiful word, I like it because I was a commerce student. So this used to be the part of my syllabus. And always it is like receipt for us, not receipt.
No,
Receipt
it's
is like,
receipt.
oh my goodness, like you need a receipt? What is that? Till now, I feel like if you go to any counter, if you say
Hmm.
it receipt, people would look at your face like, where are you from? Okay.
Yeah.
So it is like receipt always like I don't know about the big city, but I don't have a lot of experience there. But in my city till now, if you pronounce some words in a standard pronunciation, people would look at your face. So I'm afraid sometimes, really, to be honest, sometimes I'm afraid when I go to the shop and I speak, even though the medical stores, I would say like I'm suffering from not jukam, I would say I'm suffering from jukam. So even though Hindi also it's like that, right? So people would look at your face like, oh, so that is there. And that is the same with the receipt, but it is receipt, right?
Yeah. It's
P is
receipt.
silent, I think.
Yes, the P is silent and you do not you have to pronounce it as receipt. It's simple, but yes, of course,
Receipt.
as you said, usually people pronounce it as receipt.
Yeah, receipt.
Yeah.
And it happens like some words are socially accepted in our country because English is not our first language. And we didn't get it the way English people wanted us to get, right? We were able to understand, we were able to read, we got the language, but we didn't get it in the way they wanted us to get.
Yeah.
So that is there. So that's how it is. Many words are there. If I talk about like dengue, still I call it dengue because if you call it dengue, people in village they would
Yeah.
look at your face like, which disease is this? Dengue? It's dengue, man. They will tell you like you are
Yeah.
not right. I'm right because it's dengue, not dengue.
Yeah.
That's
They
how it
go
is.
with the literal terms. They go with the literal alphabets that are used in the words. But yes, it's dengue. It's not dengue. And again, guess it goes back to our first language. They are used to pronouncing the words
Hmm.
as they are written. So yeah, that
Hmm.
is the difference.
Yeah, and another word is which I struggle with as well many times. So how like develop or develop like how it goes. It's a very important word.
Okay, so this word has a lot of variations, right? So people call it as develop, and a lot of words, but it's actually develop.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think in India it was always like
yeah,
development. So, but it is
yeah.
somewhat like develop or
Develop. Yeah.
it's not develop or
No,
it's
it's
like
develop.
sort of like, yes, develop.
So we are going
Yes.
down first and develop.
Mm, mm, yeah.
Yeah, and India,
Okay.
of course, it's always has been development, but no, it's development.
Mm, yeah. Development. Even though whatever we see, like in Hindi also they will
Hmm.
write just a sound,
Yeah,
development, because they will not write the small e sound like development. So it was always
Mm.
development for us.
Yeah.
So still India is developing.
Yeah. All right. So the next word that we have, and this is actually really common as well, that again we pronounce the whole
Hmm.
thing. Clothes, we
Hmm.
say, but it's actually
Clothes.
clothes.
Hmm.
Right? We are not
Clothes.
pronouncing T and H. Like we do, but it's
Hmm.
really soft. Right? We are not putting focus on it. We are not saying clothes. We are actually saying simply clothes.
Clothes.
Yeah.
But the way it is written, the right pronunciation, people can confuse it with the close. Close. Is it close? Close.
Clothes.
Clothes. Hmm. Z
There's,
sound
I'd
is
say,
there in there.
I think there's a little essence of T in it, but it's not exactly a
Hmm.
T.
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a tongue twister
Clothes.
if we are actually
Hmm.
practicing it. But yes, that would be
Yeah.
the accurate pronunciation.
Right. So another word is that is fruit,
Yeah,
and how it goes, fruit.
it's actually a
We
single
call it
syllable.
correctly, I think.
Yeah, it's fruit.
Fruit.
Yeah, I mean, a fruit is pronounced accurately. In some
Hmm.
places, people do call it as like in some other words, like everybody calls different words in some other pronunciations. But yes, fruit is, I think, is generally pronounced correctly. It's fruit.
Fruit. Yes,
Yeah.
we call it correct.
All right.
Okay.
The next word, this word is
Mhm.
really debated upon, I guess.
Yeah.
Uh, like people are divided into two sectors. Some people, but mostly people call it as debt, but it's not debt.
Depth, yes.
It's
Even though it
it's
was the
debt.
part of my commerce
Yeah.
syllabus, always like debtor or debt, like always it would come. But debt, actually, when I started learning English, I
Yeah.
feel like saying debt is more like you so more smarter. Like when you say
Yeah.
debt or debtor, like yeah, I don't know, is it correct or not? But I think it is debt, right? What do
Yeah,
you
it
think
is
about it?
debt. Yeah, it is
Yeah,
debt.
B is
The
silent.
B is silent. Yeah. People do,
Yeah,
usually people pronounce it as debt, but if
debt.
that's wrong, it's supposed to be debt.
That, yes.
Yeah.
DET, we have to miss B while pronouncing that,
Yeah.
right? So,
Yeah.
yeah, next word. That
Okay.
is, I
It's
used to read like, colonel. So, I used to
the,
read, of course, the way it is written, COLONEL, so means colonel, right?
no, that,
So,
yeah, but it's supposed to be kernel.
yeah,
There is
colonel,
no
lieutenant
R.
colonel.
Yeah, there is
Hmm.
no R in the spelling, but we pronounce that R. We are supposed to say
Yeah.
it as kernel.
Yeah, so I always people used to tell me like he is a colonel or a lieutenant colonel. So I would say like it is written colonel, but why they're calling him like he is a colonel
Yeah.
or lieutenant colonel? Then later I came to know that oh, it's lieutenant colonel,
Yeah.
colonel. Yeah, okay. So I think now we are running out of time, if I'm
Yeah.
not mistaken. Mm-hmm.
Yes, we are. So I guess we'll stop here and we'll keep rest of the words for the next session.
Sure. So,
Yes.
okay,
So
thank you so much, Minwiri. Thanks to you for this discussion. It was really nice discussing these words. Maybe we will learn a lot of things from it, and people who will watch it also they are going to learn from it.
yeah. All right. So thank you
Okay,
so
bye bye.
much.
Take care.
Bye bye.
Mhm.
Take care. See you.